Chelsea have spent over £1 billion, yet their real problem remains unsolved. But at Brighton, one player might just hold the answer. A 95% pass completion rate, winning 61% of his duels, and extraordinary physical resilience. Could Van Hecke be the defender who finally brings Chelsea the defensive solidity they've so desperately lacked this season? Let's break down the numbers that have made him a genuine force in the Premier League. The transfer relationship between Chelsea and Brighton has long been a talking point, but few would argue against its results. Names like Marc Cucurella and Moises Caicedo have become indispensable to the London side's setup. Now another Brighton man is firmly in the spotlight. Dutch centre-back Jan Paul van Hecke, widely regarded as a primary target to reinforce Chelsea's defence next summer. At 25, Van Hecke is hitting his stride at precisely the right moment. The so-called golden age for a central defender, combining physical presence with the tactical intelligence honed at one of the Premier League's most technically demanding clubs. Under manager Liam Roseneur, Chelsea are looking to build a defensively sound team that's dominant from the back. With Wesley Fofana's form continuing to disappoint and concerns over his fitness showing no signs of easing, signing a commanding, authoritative defender to partner Levi Colwill has become an urgent priority. Van Hecke is far more than a name available on the market. According to data specialist at Sky Sports, he has the profile to become a pivotal, defining figure in Chelsea's backline. His ranking among the Premier League's finest defenders in the 2025-26 season is no accident. It is the product of remarkable consistency and clear, measurable growth. Strengths. Looking at Van Hecke's numbers this season, it becomes immediately clear why analysts are so insistent that he's a defender of the highest caliber. We're talking about a player who has started 31 matches, averaging 89 minutes per game, a level of consistency that speaks to exceptional physical condition and the ability to sustain the relentless demands of the Premier League without any drop in performance. But the story goes well beyond fitness. It's equally about what he does with the ball and without it. Van Hecke averages 82.7 touches per game, a remarkably high figure for a centre-back and a clear indicator that he functions as a key passing hub in build-up play. His overall pass accuracy of 87% climbs to 95% within his own half, making him a genuinely reliable safety valve in possession. He's not content with the simple sideways pass either. He has the confidence to play long balls at a 47% accuracy rate and chipped passes at 53%. The kind of line-breaking delivery that Chelsea need to unlock organised defences. Defensively, Van Hecke is a force in physical duels. Winning 5.7 duels per game at a 61% success rate is a daunting figure in a league built on physicality, whether on the ground, where he wins 65%, or in the air at 57%. The Dutch defender consistently proves difficult to get past. His clearance rate of 5.3 per game further reflects his instinct to secure his area rather than gamble in dangerous zones. And his attacking contribution should not be overlooked either. 3 goals and 3 assists make him an added weapon at set pieces, an area Chelsea have long needed to sharpen. Cast your mind back to last September at Stamford Bridge when Brighton won 2-1. That afternoon, Van Hecke delivered a masterclass in modern defending. 7 clearances, 4 interceptions, and 8 duels won from 10. Those weren't just numbers on a sheet. They were a defensive wall that completely neutralised Chelsea's attacking threat. Now, it seems the Blues want to bring that wall to their own side. Tactical fit. Why Van Hecke specifically? And why now? To answer that, we first need to understand Chelsea's defensive dilemma. The club has a genuinely gifted player in Levi Colwill, a defender who thrives in possession and reads the game with real intelligence, but he needs alongside him an aggressive, commanding partner capable of leading the line and covering the space behind. Fofana, for all his talent, has never managed to string together consistent performances, and the remaining options simply don't inspire the confidence needed in the big moments. Liam Rosenieur's approach is built on high possession and a high defensive line, a system that demands defenders who can make sharp decisions quickly and pass accurately under pressure. Van Hecke fits that profile precisely. At Brighton, he's been operating within a system that presses high and leaves space in behind, yet he still manages to recover possession 3 times per game. His presence would allow Colwill to push further forward and contribute to build-up play, with the assurance that there's a combative, tenacious partner behind him capable of dealing with transitions. Beyond that, Chelsea have long been short of on-pitch leaders. Van Hecke, despite his relatively young age, has consistently shown at Brighton that he organises those around him and sets the tempo of the backline. He brings the height and physicality the club have been searching for, and would restore a balance they've been missing when dealing with crosses and the physical battles that define the Premier League. Signing him means landing a player who needs no adjustment period, someone already attuned to the demands of this league and ready to make an impact from day one. Weakness. To be fair, no player is without flaws, and Van Hecke is no exception. The area Chelsea fans should at least keep an eye on, if not genuinely worry about, is the costly mistake. For all the solidity we've outlined, the data shows he has been directly responsible for 2 goals and 1 penalty conceded this season. These errors tend to stem from overconfidence when attempting to play out under pressure in tight spaces, or a slight misjudgment in moments of extreme intensity. His possession loss rate of 9.8 times per game is to some extent the natural cost of a defender who passes so frequently. But bringing that figure down will be his most significant challenge when making the step up to a club competing for trophies. Verdict. Ultimately, the case for signing Jan Paul van Hecke is technically compelling. This is a defender who has proven himself in the most demanding league in the world, whose numbers place him firmly among the elite, and who fits Chelsea's tactical requirements with remarkable precision. Chelsea should get this deal done, and quickly, not simply for his defensive qualities, but for his ability to address the leadership void and provide the stability that Levi Colwill needs alongside him. Van Hecke is the rare defender who combines a fighter's mentality with a playmaker's touch, and that combination, at the price he's likely available for, is genuinely uncommon in today's market. Should Chelsea secure his signature, they will have laid the cornerstone of a defensive partnership that could serve them well for years to come. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.